Hey, good day, everybody. This is E. Marcel Pursuits, and welcome to a quick edition of the Sports Inquirer Musings. We are recording this on April 8th, 2024. Hope all of you had a good weekend and stayed safe out there and did everything that you needed to do. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to our social media platforms on Twitter and Instagram under Sports Inquirer. That's all one word. You can also go to our Facebook page, The Sports Inquirer. And finally, subscribe and like to our content on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and much more. So make sure you go ahead and take care of that. A good weekend overall for us here on the Inquirer. We were able to post some video content. Really, going back to last week, the United States women's soccer team practiced here in Atlanta, so we were able to get pressers from Alex Morgan, Sophia Smith, Mallory Swanson, Sam Coffey, and much more. And the women's team was able to defeat Japan 2-1 this past Saturday at the semifinals of the SheBelieves Cup. And they actually face Canada tomorrow on April 9th. So we'll be watching that content and we'll have a recap of that and much more in the latest edition of the Sports Inquirer show. So this week, we're going to do an Inquirer show. We're going to recap the Final Fours in college basketball. South Carolina just won the women's championship, and the men championship between Connecticut and Purdue takes place tonight as we are recording this. So we'll have recaps of those contests and everything I observed from there. Atlanta United earned a 1-1 draw at NYCFC. So we'll have some recaps of that or some content. We'll be attending practice as the team prepares for its upcoming contest this upcoming Sunday at home against Philadelphia. So be on the lookout for all of that stuff. We'll recap WrestleMania 40. Lots happening on that front. We may do a separate show on the wrestling. The wrestling is very polarizing, I have learned. Either you really, really like it and you're into it, or you have no clue about it. So I don't know where all of you lie on that. Hey, send me a comment on all of our platforms, where however you're listening or watching me. If you really want me to include more wrestling talk into the Inquirer show, let me do that, or tell me about that. Or if you want me to do a separate verbal submission, we haven't done a verbal submission in a really long time. That was my podcast or show dedicated to combat sports, from mixed martial arts, professional wrestling, and more. I may do a verbal submission, but I will talk about some wrestling too as all of that takes place. We were able to go to the groundbreaking of the Arthur M. Blank United States Soccer National Training Center here in Metro Atlanta. Honestly, it was in Fayette County, which is about, well, it's 30 miles south of where our headquarters. So from Atlanta, probably about 20 or so. But we were able to attend that event, and we have some content from Governor Brian Kemp, the governor of the state of Georgia, Mr. Arthur Blank. He has so many titles, but owner of Atlanta United, a very influential with the training center. So we have his content. We also have content from officials from United States Soccer, and that'll be posted throughout the next few days on the site. So be on the lookout for that also. That is really all for now. I just wanted to get on here and post what we have, or tell you what we have coming up over the next few days as we prepare and progress through this portion of April. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to our Twitter and Instagram pages, Sports Inquirer, that's all one word. Every time we post something, it's going to be on one of those platforms. That's a great way to keep track of everything that we have going on. You can also subscribe to us on Facebook under The Sports Inquirer. Just look us up, and similar. Everything that we do is put up there. And finally, subscribe and like our content on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and more. Wherever you listen or watch us, just make sure you give us a follow and a listen. We will greatly appreciate it. This is the Sports Inquirer Musings for April 8th, 2024. And until next time, good fight, good night, be blessed. And be safe too. You always got to be safe also.